Okay, this is just rubbing alcohol, and we're just going over, cleaning it, and then dabbing it with kitchen towel. Who knows, the washing machine might be that old that you can't get parts for it. That'll be the next thing. And I suppose if that happens, game over. But the issue is with control of the buttons. Buttons not doing what you want them to do. It tells me that there's some kind of a short because of the moisture. So I'm going to go and get my tablets, make another cup of tea, have a break, as it were. You know, I can't stress it enough. Don't go hammer and tongue at these things. You know, give yourself time. Take your time. You do more harm by rushing it than you do by, you know. Alright, yes, I know the wife's on your neck. I want a washing machine fixed. Well, how long is it going to be? Well, it's going to be as long as it's going to be. Well, that's frozen the board, that is. So I'm going to go and make a cup of tea, have a bit of a break, then come back and have a look to see if there's any shiny bits on this board that we need to worry about. And then we need to glue that pin in somehow so it doesn't move, and then repair the track and hope it holds. But that's not going to be easy, because if you glue it, how are you going to solder it? Maybe we can glue it from the other side. I don't know. Let's have a look at the other side. I'm thinking as we go along, maybe we can put a dab of glue on the other side. Right, I discovered that the one next to it is also detached from the circuit board. And I thought, thinking about it, I was lying on top of my bed, just thinking about it, and I thought, stupid idea. So let's go back and have another look at the washing machine, the cables. And I found that this, which was attached to this, which goes that way around, was pulled off because the connector, the clamp, would just not let go, and it was still, even though I've just got it on the end of the cable, it was still awkward to get out, and eventually I have, but I can't line all 5 pins up to go back into this. So next plan, I mean, the original plan was I was going to use some kind of heat-proof, like an epoxy, but more like an epoxy putty to support these pins. We don't need it. This is what we needed, this. So we can't push these pins back through here, because we're going to push the rest of these pins and damage the circuit board on the other side. So what we're going to have to do is unsolder these pins and push them individually through this, and then fix this back to that, and then repair the damage. Fun and games. Right, that's the pins removed out of the board. So now we've got to do is put them pins back into the nylon insert and then clean up these solder. And the ones that are okay, we'll just use the solder sucker. The ones that are not. Now, what I'm hoping for is that I can put the plastic part back. I might glue it on, and then reattach these connections. The ones that's broken. These first two. If that's the case, we're in business. All right. So let's try all of that. I mean, there's a chance this board still might not work. We'll cross that one. That's a plan. That is a plan B. Because you don't know if this chip is okay. This is the chip here. So you got your program set and whatever. You got your program set and the temperature and everything. That's fine. That's done with this connection here. This is what determines the program that you're going to use. This one here is like the speed for the spin, how fast you want it to spin. So that's this one here. And these are like rinse, hold, extra rinse, whatever it is. I think one of these buttons is however many times you press it. Do you want it to delay 3 hours, 4 hours, or 6 hours, or whatever it is? So one's a delay. I don't know what the middle one is. I don't know what this one is. It doesn't really matter. They're like little push connections. That's all they are. So that's the plan. Clean up this solder here. Insert them pins back into this part here. And see if we can rescue this board. If it's still knackered, then we go to plan B. But we will be getting this wash machine working. As far as testing parts on here are concerned and all the rest of it, forget it. It ain't going to happen. We might get away with it if it was relays or something this end, the bigger parts. But the surface mount ones this side, no, not a chance. Alright, I'll let you know when we get to the next part. Putting this back together. Oh, by the way, PS, as it were. If this is going to turn out to be a long video, I do apologise. But this is more or less in real time of what I'm working. If somebody who has a problem with this particular wash machine and needs to know what they need to do, I'm hoping that this is going to be enough information for you guys to be able to, you know, and that's the details of the board itself. That's the numbers and things. That's the other information there. That's another number, but none of these numbers I think are going to make any difference whatsoever. It's the model number of the wash machine is what you need to go off if you're ordering any parts. So one way or another, either we'll get this board working or we'll try and order a new board. That's the plan. See you later for the next part. Right, that's our pins pushed in with the ends that were soldered sticking out the bottom. And we want them all the same depth. Now, one thing I have decided to do is that the clip that clips onto this, I'm going to cut off so that we don't go through this again. So next thing we've got to do is clean up this. Right, that's our holes cleaned up. So we're going to now attempt to solder back the socket. And as you can see, the way it's drawn on the board, it only goes on one way. So you can't make a mistake. So if you look at that, and then look at this, it's pretty obvious it goes that way. See that? Right, using my phone to see, sorry it's jerky, it's difficult, but you can see we have a breach between two pins. So it's always best to check. Right, magnifying it on my phone, it looks like they're supposed to be breached. So we're okay. There it is, they're quite clearly defined, sharp lines top and bottom. So they're supposed to be breached. Well, better be safe than sorry. Right, that's our wire attached. And it goes down to that round circular test point just above that little transistor. That's where it's going. Right, that's ready now to take a dab of solder. You can see the wire soldered to the top and then down to that test point, which is above the two resistors on either side and the transistor in the middle. The next one next to it has to go from there to the top of that resistor, 332. Okay, there we go, there it is soldered. Now we're going to do the one next to it. We're going to have to leave some insulation on. It's going to be tricky. Right, that's the other track repaired the best I can, and that's really, really fine wire. In case you guys are wondering what I'm using, I'll show you, because you're going to ask. This is what we're using. Come all the way from China. Took an absolute ages to arrive. I thought it was never going to get here. I've got two colours, black and blue. I've seen it available in white, but I like this. This is good. It's very, very fine. Obviously the camera is magnifying it a bit. Let's go with this. So what we're going to do now is to put all this back together again and try it and break that clip on that connector so we don't ruin everything again, because no doubt this will have to come out again, maybe not, don't know. There's only one way to find out, and that's to put it all together and try it. So I'll let you know what happens, see if I can get my washing. Okie doke, see you in a bit with the next instalment. Right, we've plugged it all in. As you can see, it's all lit up. It looks good, doesn't it? Got some LEDs lit up. That works. That works. Even that works. But they're not all confused together. The only one that doesn't work is that one. That doesn't work. I've got one more thing to try, but I don't think that would make any difference. Right, that hasn't worked. It looks like the board is knackered. Now what I think's happened is, by turning it upside down, water has got into the panel, and to do with the these on the end, here's our 4 buttons, if you remember, 1, 2, 3, 4. Start, pause, time save, extra rinse, rinse hold. These add whatever you've selected to the programmer, which is this, and then whatever you selected, that's the program that's going to be run, and therefore, you know, the timing for the motor, left and right, sorry, clockwise, anti-clockwise, stop, start, bit of spin, blah blah, you know what I mean. Sends all the information that it needs to, what the pump's doing, what's the main motor's doing, etc. What the, if it wants more water, etc. And the elements, how long they're on for, and the temperature and everything. It's all controlled by this board, and it's not working. Basically, we've got the same fault. See, that's what it's supposed to do. You put it on, comes up ready. If once you've checked that you've selected the right program and you've got the spin speed right, you just hit that button there and off she goes. But there's nothing. So what's the next plan? Well, the next plan is we either buy a new washing machine or we take a gamble, and I've decided to take a gamble. I've been on to Beko, the parts suppliers, and after a bit of time for them tracking down this old model washing machine, they managed to find the panel for this very same washing machine, but the ouch part is £105. Ouch, £105. That's the last thing I wanted to be doing on my sick leave. But it's the way I look at it is, yeah, it's an old washing machine. You'd argue, why don't you go and buy a new washing machine? Well, the kind of washing machine I would want, similar sort of thing to this. I don't want high tech. This sort of thing will do me fine with the speed and the size of the drum, what it can take. This is what interested me. I would need another washing machine at least like this, and I always fill it. I always make sure I've got enough washing to fill the washing machine before I turn it on. So to get one like this, I mean, this cost me £340 something pound, £46 or something along those lines. I can't remember the exact price, but that's sort of roughly the ballpark what I'll pay for this. So if I can fix it with £105 and we get it going, that'll do me. There's nothing wrong with the rest of it, it's fine. Might be a little bit dodgy with the pump. It was making some noises, but it won't be as expensive to replace as what the main board is. And if I do go through this again, a word of advice, what I would recommend, because you cannot guarantee where the water is going once you turn your washing machine upside down, unless you can pick it up and put it on a bench, which we can't do. What I'm saying is attempt to take this board out. That's the only thing I can think of. Have you guys got any better ideas? Because all that was really wrong with this washing machine was the fact that the pump was blocked up with, well, you've seen the video. The ball was working fine before until we got water in it. Now, I didn't see much water in it. I didn't see a lot, but it doesn't take a lot, does it? And it's all to do with this end, these controls here, and the main one, obviously the one that starts it, which is that. Alright, I'll post this so you can see where we're up to and that we have been doing something. I do apologise that I haven't made any videos. I've been taking a rest from doing electronics for a bit. I've been taking a rest from everything. I haven't done anything at all for, what, 2 weeks? Nearly 3 weeks now. I've just not felt like doing anything. The main thing I've been doing while I was relaxing is playing my favourite game, Alien Isolation. I've been playing that a lot. I've completed it God knows how many times. It's just an addictive game. It really is. So anyway, I say my goodbyes. I'll see you when I see you. I'm posting this now because I think this is going to be a bit long video. Take care.